Ready, break. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Panthers, ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Mike Green in there to bury him for a loss of 11. A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early second and long they're facing. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Red, 65, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now a run. Here's the first-round pick for April's draft. And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. The Steelers had 10-6 now on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Vikings, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going up top. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. These two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the visiting Steelers who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Pittsburgh. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. When you look at this defense, they enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
60 Vikes.
On 3rd down, he'll drop the throw. And not enough on the throw that time as that one is incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Play action. It's Jackson. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 2nd down. Quick strikeout wide by Jackson. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now it's 3rd and 3. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
This is brought in at the 21. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. That is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Second and 10.
Here we go. Third. 19, Tiger. 19, Tiger. Ready, ready.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Look at this Baltimore defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
One thing players always tell us is that they never really pay attention to numbers. I don't believe them for a second. They know where they rank, okay? They're not quite at the top, but they're far from the bottom. But let's face it, they want to move up. In order to do that, they've got to look at each other and make sure everyone's taking care of their assignments in order to play the run better.
That is caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 30 yards. Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Past the 60. Hawk 70.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now a play fake here on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
Let's go now.
And 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. Man over the middle, and it's complete. He got 29 yards that time.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here we go now on 1st and goal.
Ready?
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's in for the score. And it's spectacular. he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now Jackson. He'll find Harry on the right side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And the Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. Throw left side complete to Harry. Showed the nice footwork and then hit and drop shy of the 45. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break the tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 19. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Ravens.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Let's go. Let's go.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
This time Jackson will throw it. Now he's going to step up and run. And it'll be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Now he exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Here we go. Here we go.
Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Here, we just got to do ball control. This is the NFL. 7-0 leads. They don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Ready?
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Quickly completed to the right flank. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. 23 yards to pick up there. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to the zone blitz scheme.
Nnamdi Madubuike. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
18, 60 Eagles, 70 Rangers, 70 Buffalo, 18, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Looking to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Now a first carry for their fullback. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Our eyes and attention are on the fullback. Big-time carry, big yardage. But how about the guys up front, the offensive line? A lot of people think they may have to block it differently for the fullback to get big yardage. They really don't. Because he's big, strong, and powerful, a lot of times he makes...
Blitz coming, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
I know we don't have a special scoreboard to show it, but the offense, they've surrendered more sacks than they have points thus far. This defense, they're winning in all phases of the game right now.
Yes, you will.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Escaping a tackler at the 25. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And Martin, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. 19 tight, 19 tight. Cup 19, Cup 19. Ready.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Now he'll tuck this and run. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, they have really gotten after him in this first half. He's been on the run throughout. And you can imagine he just might have some words for his linemen come halftime.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll look to throw here. And another one thrown incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is fielded at the 27. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And the Ravens will take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Now he's free at the 35. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Now the try here for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Steelers 21, Ravens 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Wilson. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
At the 40-yard line.
To throw is Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
At the 49-yard line.
Here's Jackson to throw. That's caught. It's Flowers. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Any return to get you to midfield is a great return. One first down, you're almost in field goal position.
Okay, break.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with decent starting field position, they're maybe only a couple completions away from field goal range. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
Come on, come on. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Buffalo 18. 18 Tiger, 60.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Viking 18. Panther 60. Hurt. Hurt. Right there, hurt. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready.
They'll set up to throw. Zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there as time expires in the first half. And the Steelers will extend their lead on a final play and a half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, if they have any designs of getting back into this football game in the second half, they're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a fourth down.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they'll run it here. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here we go. 70 Rangers. Cowboy 80. 70.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, Viking 18.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 17.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Hey, Alpha, sit hard. Sit hard. I'm ready.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
A short throw there to Strange. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
12 yards. And the Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Jackson now. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down.
Hold on a second. Was that the fullback? That was the fullback. Who says it? The slot receivers. But only guys can catch the football and get big yardage after the catch. Really nice job there. Showing good hands and an ability to get upfield.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now it's Jackson.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Here's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. From the gun, Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
I be on my little mouse drip. All that rap to pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bill. All up on TV, I thought it made me richer. Wasn't paying me enough, I needed something quicker. So now I'm all in.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Here we go.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Ready? 60 by 79 Broncos.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey, 18 by 70 Timberwolves. Go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This is intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride the offense this go around. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 4th down.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. So following the failed try on 4th down, we'll change ends and change possession. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
inside. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready?
They're going to look to throw. McKinnon here, it's complete. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, 1st down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
60, Cowboy 80.
They'll look to throw again. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
19 Lions. Dragon 60. Mustang 19. Cup 19. Cup 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready, right?
Back to throw again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And the Ravens are right back in this football game.
What a stand there defensively. They force the 3rd and goal, force them into what they think will be a passing situation, and then they make sure to lock up all the receivers and come away with the interception. Sounds simple, but that was really well done.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Alex Highsmith. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. And they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. 97 yards. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the two-point conversion. And he will get into the end zone, and the two-point conversion will cut this down to a 6-point game.
22. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
He's got his man on the out route. And he goes diving to get as much as he can, following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Tag. 19 Tiger, 19.
Willis with a quick throw out wide. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 24.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
18 Cardinal.
Willis will try and throw for this. And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead.
36. Ravens 22.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And he'll go out of bounds, but not before reaching the opposite 35.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Throwing is Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now it's Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. The offense on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Another big play in a game that's had plenty of them. 4th and 2. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And with the scoreboard against them here in the 4th quarter, this was definitely 4-down territory. Really nice job there finding a way to get open, and a really nice throw. That sets them up with 1st and goal.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are back within a score. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Steelers 36, Ravens 29.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that third timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to air one out. That's caught at the 25. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
I just love how they're going about trying to finish off this game. This is not an offense that's going to go into its shell. They're going to keep exploiting weaknesses where they see them. And that's a huge pickup there with the game in the balance.
Ready? 70 Lions. Dragon 60.
Here's Willis. That is intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Ravens will take over here just shy of the 30. I'm surprised with the lead in a one-score game this late. They're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they absolutely had to have to give themselves a chance to be in this game.
Throwing, Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like that there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Now Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Ready?
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Brought down back at the 29-yard line.
Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
Come on. That's Warriors. That's Hawk. 60 Mavericks. Panther 11. Panther 79 Broncos. Ready?
Willis to throw. That is intercepted. Now he's loose at the 40. And a big return will get it all the way down to the 35. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. How about the call to come with a blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense. Say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Well, this crowd doing their best to make a lot of racket. It's 3rd and 5. Jackson. crossing over out of bounds. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's first and goal. One last shot for Jackson. And it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock. And an extra point will send us to OT.
Brandon, we've seen this many times before. They've got the momentum. They just scored. Go for two and end this thing now.
And now they're going to go for two and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And oh, it's incomplete. So they gambled and went for two. They went for the win, and it cost them the game. Well, this one was certainly one to remember. At the end, they get the touchdown, thinking they're going to go for the PAT to tie it. They went for the win. Charles had guts to call it, but it didn't come to fruition.
And I know the actual call happened right here at this game, but it really happened during the week where the head coach told himself, in a situation like this, we're going for the win. They didn't get it, but he had conviction in what he was doing.
So you think those moments often premeditated?
I think they have to be, because if you rely on everything to come to you during the heat of battle, you often make more mistakes. And I think he felt like he had the team that could win, and he wanted to go for it every time.
So for Pittsburgh, the win here in Week 18 gives them a pivotal 11th win on the year, running their final mark to 11-6. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they will indeed limp to the finish line, unfortunately, as they close out a 6-11 campaign. And this is a team that has a few good pieces in place, but could stand to get deeper and younger all around.
had a dream, I had a vision, I had to work for this and you didn't. I had to bleed, still got the stitches. I learned to swim from all your burned bridges. Say you're the poet and the prophet, but you never saw me coming. Always starving for attention, and I got the kind you wanted, and it's killing you now. You wanna spin it around, but the truth's still the truth, nothing you can do. I feel it in my bones, won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop this, you can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this. I had a dream, and now I live it. Ain't it a gift to know it's God-given? I'm not gonna waste it. Stop wasting your breath. Stop speaking in whispers. Say that with your chest. I feel it in my bones, won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your stones, but you can't stop this, you can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this. Hey, 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 you can't stop this. You won't break me, I won't back down. I just can't shake this feeling like I'm up so high. I got no doubt, this life ain't got no ceiling like